Hello. So I wasn't sure if I was going to get a video up this week because I've been sick for forever now, but I'm feeling good today, so I decided to film. And I'm sorry I don't look 100% presentable, but let's be honest, when do I ever? So let's get started. So this week I decided that I was going to look up questions that were things that you kind of had to think about, and they weren't just like directly answered. And so I found 100 questions, and then I just kind of like picked and chose which ones I wanted to use and which one I liked more. And sorry, I'm filming on my phone. I had a text message and it was bothering me. So yeah, so the first 50 questions I looked at and chose some questions from for this video, and then next week I'm going to do a video with the last 50 questions. So it's going to be like a two-part thing, and I think it's going to be really interesting to think about and hear. And definitely, if you guys are interested in making a video like this with these questions or something, make one and send it to me, because I think it's definitely something I'd be interested in listening to and watching. And I don't even know if you guys are into videos like this. I actually tend to think not. So, but we're going to do this anyways. If you woke up tomorrow with no fear, what would you do first? Sorry. If I woke up tomorrow and I had no fear, I would probably I don't know, kind of maybe like embrace more of like the college life and like go out to parties and stuff like that. And that sounds so like, wow, that's really stupid type of thing, but that's just like, I don't know, it kind of gives me like anxiety and stuff like that, thinking about things like that. So I think that that's probably something that I would do. Like, there's nothing like I'd be like, oh yeah, I'd go skydiving tomorrow because I'm scared. It's nothing like that. What was your biggest worry 5 years ago, and do you still feel the same way about it? So 5 years ago, I was starting my freshman year of high school. I know personally, my freshman year of high school, I struggled a lot with my weight and gaining weight and things like that. And I've never been like a big person. I'm pretty petite. It's just something that I personally struggled with. Do I still worry about gaining weight and stuff like that? Like, sometimes I'll look in the mirror and I'll be like, wow, I look pretty big today. Like, I look pretty bloated or something. But then there's like days like today where I just feel good in my own skin, and it's nothing that I really have to worry about. Where my freshman year, it was something that like was constantly on my mind, everything. What's the most marvelous thing you've ever seen with your own eyes? I think this is gonna sound kind of like cliche or something, but it's either the first time I saw a shooting star. I think those are amazing, and I don't know, I think that they're marvelous. Or this past summer, I went to a waterfall with my friend, and it was amazing, and we went swimming in it, and it was just really fun. And I think it was definitely something very marvelous that I got to see. Or Ireland was pretty marvelous, just in general. It was so beautiful. What's my number one priority? I want to say my number one priority, like, I want to say that it's getting good grades and getting to that point where I can be a doctor and I can be a surgeon. But really, my number one priority is my family, and if they needed me, I would drop everything in a heartbeat. I'm a very family-oriented person. Yeah. Who do you need to get in touch with because it's been too long? I used to have this friend, Chelsea, and we ended on very bad terms. My fault. And I wish I could get in touch with her. I think she's kind of someone who I definitely miss. Where would you take a road trip? So this coming up summer, me and my friend want to take a road trip to Texas, to the Riverwalk. But I think that like Montana or the Carolinas, because I hear those are really pretty. Yeah. Because I live up north, and I don't know, it's just like hills, I guess, and it's not like really pretty. So I think that like the Carolinas or Montana would be a perfect place to go to. How are things going for you right now? Things are going really well. It's my freshman year of college right now, so I'm not like completely like settled in or anything, but I think that it's definitely different than high school, and it definitely is a big adjustment, but I think that it's going really well so far, and I really like it, and I'm comfortable with people here, and yeah, so things are going well. Do you practice self-love or self-loathing? I think this is an amazing question, and I love it, but most of the time I try my hardest to practice self-love. I think that in order to love other people, you need to love yourself first. Just self-love and self-respect is where everything begins with, and then you can go out and love and respect other people. But there are days where I just get in a mood where I do hate myself and everything about me, and yeah. So, yeah. What scares you about your future? Right now, getting to the point where I could pass the MCAT scares me. But once I get past there, I like passing my boards, because I do plan on becoming a surgeon, by the way. Like passing my intern exam. Like just all the exams that are going to be in my lifetime, I guess, like really freak me out. Like the big ones. Not really like, oh, I have a biology exam next Tuesday. Like the MCAT, the boards exam, the intern exam, like all those types of exams. What aspects of you do you keep hidden from close friends but share with loved ones? I think a lot of my self-hatred, I generally, when you first meet me, come off as a pretty self-confident person, and everything, and then you kind of get to know me and you're like, wow, she actually kind of isn't as confident in herself and everything, but then you never really get to know the complete picture that I really have struggled a lot with self-hatred, and a lot of things that have just happened in my life have led to things like that and stuff like that. So I guess probably self-hatred, which kind of ties back to that whole self-love or self-loathing question. What do you need to learn but won't admit to? Admitting when I'm wrong and other people are right. I like to be right. I don't like to admit when I'm wrong. I like to keep going anyways, even if I know I'm wrong. So, yeah. How would you hate to be described? I would hate to be described as an unmotivated person with no goals. So pretty much like a person who has no plans for themselves or anything like that. Like, I like to have everything planned out. So if anybody told me that I was unmotivated and I wasn't capable of achieving anything because of that, I would probably cry. Like, I think that's the worst thing that somebody could say to me. And people can call me a bitch all they want, but if they're going to sit there and tell me that I'm lazy and unmotivated and everything, that's where I kind of draw the line. So, yeah, thank you for watching. And like I said, if you want to answer these questions and stuff, just make a video with them. I'll leave them in the down bar, along with my Twitter and Instagram. But yeah, I think it would be amazing to just hear what other people's responses to these questions are and everything. And like I said, part 2 to this video will be up next week. Thank you for watching.